So, folks, we're here with Ray with Microtech, the
Hey,
man
Steve.
himself, Mr. X-Ring.
I don't know about that. But it's good to see
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely. Good to see you guys. And so, at the beginning of this year, you guys released kind of a new series, a
We
new
did.
evolution of the out-the-front automatic.
We did.
Which has got a screwless design, basically, kind of.
Yeah, on many of the models, it does. Not all of them, but like the Hera
Right.
2, the Cypher, we did retain some of the screws and like
Right.
the Combat and the Mini Hera. But yeah, having that dual fuel drivetrain, adding the crud cutter, it really, cleaned up the whole look. The mechanism is much easier to work.
And they're all super smooth too.
Yes.
Like insanely smooth. And this is kind of, I guess, the next iteration of that. So this is the Atreus.
It is called the Atreus, which stands for fearless in Greek. And it is a zero blade play out the front.
That is fantastic. So we're talking carbon fiber inlay here.
It's 30K layer carbon fiber. It has a 7000 series aluminum, not the 6.
Right.
And we do have inserts on this one, being the titanium 6AL4V.
And that's super grippy.
It is.
Without like tearing up your fingers either.
Correct.
So it's super grippy without like eating you alive.
Yeah.
And that is super smooth right there. So tell us what you can about the zero blade play and how that works.
Okay, so of course we're not the first. There's some other companies out there that have the zero blade play. And so we just wanted to do it as well and do it our way. So it's covered by 7 patents basically. This system, you basically have 4 mechanical, 3 design. Tell me how much blade play you felt.
Zero.
Correct.
Like absolutely zero. Like there's nothing.
Yeah, we
in
let
that.
everyone handle this yesterday, fire it. I mean, everyone fired this. And, other than adding a little bit of oil like you would with any out the front on the button, there's zero blade play.
Yeah.
Additionally, TC, this is the big thing. Tony was really ingenious with this. Let's say 10 years from now, 15 years from now, let's say you did get some blade play. It is adjustable. You can adjust it out. Yeah.
That's insane.
So it's not like you're stuck with what you have. He came up with a very ingenious design. It works really well. We've really proofed it out. That knife in your hand there has actually been stabbed onto a table as hard as you could possibly do it. Right now, there's only 2 prototypes, that one and the one that Tony is carrying. And we will have those available for sale at Blade Show Atlanta. No price point yet.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And this is also coming in with a similar design, like we talked about earlier, with the new Cypher, the Hera 2. So kind of a screwless design. Can you tell us about that a little bit? And now I've speculated on how that's done slightly, but I would assume it's a channel that it rides in, that they slide together in.
Actually, no. And I'm surprised there might be some videos, where guys have taken some of these Hera 2s apart or whatever. But it doesn't work that way. What it is you actually have a steel, depending on the model, you've got a couple of inserts in there that are kind of like tapered studs.
Okay, yeah.
So the top half basically slides in and locks, and then your pocket clip, which is reversible, keeps it from moving and sliding and coming apart.
Okay.
So really ingenious design. We're not hiding any screws under the carbon fiber or anything like that. It is completely serviceable as long as you know what you're doing. We don't recommend you do it if you don't know what you're doing. If you lose a spring, we don't send you a spring or parts. You got to send it in for us.
Exactly. And so is this a titanium inlay on the blade as well?
It is. And if you want to think about how many different configurations you could do between flaming, anodized, any of that, we also are probably going to have it with some other inlays. You might see carbon fiber in there. I don't know yet. I've seen some things, but it's a beautiful knife, and we're really proud of it. I know Tony's very proud of it, and the guys at Microtech really put their heads together on this one.
Yeah, and the blade steel is going to be
Bowler M390 MK.
MK, yep, that's what I expected.
Yes,
I expected no less on that. That's fantastic, and love the new pocket clips that you guys are doing now too.
Yep.
Especially with that ball and with the milling, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And you said these are going to be available sometime around, hopefully, Blade Show?
We will have some available at Blade Show. Like I said, I don't know how many or what configuration.
Right.
More than likely, that would be, like a first run or something like that, but we'll have some available.
That's fantastic. Ray, thank you so much, man.
Hey,
really
my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
What do you think about the the texturing on the chassis, because that's also new.
Yes.
So we've never used that cut before.
So it works really well, and I love how, so you can tell it lines up, index finger there, then your second finger there, third there, and then actually where that fatty part of your palm fits ends up right there.
Yeah.
It's very intuitive.
Yeah.
And very ergonomically, like you can see the way that it jogs out, it just fits perfectly.
Fits the hand, yeah.
And that's difficult to do with an out the front automatic.
Yeah.
There's not actually nobody else does that.
Yeah.
That actually makes it where it's that ergonomic.
Yes.
To make it out the front, and I love that.
We definitely try to fit, a multitude of hands, because you guys so many different hand sizes, but something that works with most everyone. This will be available with the single edge as well as the double edge.
Nice.
And we're really excited about this one.
That's awesome. Ray, thank you so much, man.
Well,
We appreciate
thanks
you
for
guys.
having me.
And we're excited about this.